Front rows.
Yes.
Always front rows. Good afternoon everybody, pnawn da. Neis iawn eich gweld chi yma. Falch iawn bod chi yma tan chi wedi dod. I'm glad to see so many of you here. You've actually managed to turn up and leave Liverpool playing on the telly and things like that.
I'm missing the rugby.
Oh, don't tell us anything, because we've got it recorded.
No, so have I.
So that'll be us stuck tonight, watching different things. I want to say, yes, you're doing this, Mike, are you? Sorry. You might and you might not know that Mike is leaving the village. They are going to live in Prestatyn. And this is going to be his last working day with us. He's going to come. We won't let him get off with showing his face. And those of you who've got email can always keep in contact. But he's going to be very busy doing up the bungalow that he's got moving into. So he's...
The house is called not known at this address. Alternatively called in a final pot. Either way, we shall be visiting obviously because we're not a million miles away. It's only 4 miles down the road.
Yes. We do have members from as far as Kimmel Bay.
Kimmel Bay, by hell, there's living indeed. But as I say, I shall retain my membership and I shall visit on occasion, as and when the paintbrush allows.
Yes.
Been a very pleasurable experience being with you all. Thank you for coming.
The worst thing, almost, than not seeing him is the fact that he won't be our treasurer. Right? Which means we've got to have one. It's all set up. All you've got to do is add the money up and write it down. So it's not even though he moans about it, it's not a difficult job. Right? No, we really do need somebody, and Mike will certainly help whoever takes over, counting our money and signing our cheques when we have to buy something. We'll talk about that again later. Barrie is going to give us this presentation this afternoon, Rhuddlan Through the Decades. He's been preparing this quite a while because it was supposed to be on our AGM in May. So you've had a lot of practice, haven't you, Barrie?
I've changed a lot.
Have you? Anyway, I was looking forward to this, Rhuddlan Through the Decades, and about 3/4 of an hour, and then we'll have a break. And your afternoon tea is through there. You'll go for your tea or your coffee and something to eat. There's plenty there. And then, but you're not having a long time to eat it. And then we'll be back in here, and Barrie will give us about another half hour. We finish about 4 o'clock. Okay? So thanks very much, Barrie, before you start.
All the photographs and what we're showing on here is what we've been given. We've copied other people allowed us to copy, so it's mostly thanks to everyone else that can put this show on. So, let me start with this one. Now everyone knows the port. Yes. Lots of pirates. I was going to say something else, but I won't. I forgot my pointer. Disgusting. Right, if you can see this crane here. Well, that's artistic license with the hills in the background, because I don't think my now is that high. Or the castle. Well, the castle might have been. Next one, this map. I've got this map of 1871. Really forgot my pointer. You can still see the crane noted there, and the walls. So that crane was still there from that previous one. And really annoyed I forgot my pointer. See this here? This wall was more or less where that landing was. So, a lot hasn't that changed that much. And you can see also that they had a river or an inlet that came up near to the quarry, to the sort of the foundry. And that's, if you look now, it's all gone. Everything's gone. Oh, go on then.
I'm the point.
Oh, very good.
It's a wall
Yeah.
feeding the foundry. Presumably they were unloading stuff onto small boats to get it up to the foundry. And once upon a time when the foundry was there, you would recall there was a gable at the end which had a hoist before Cadbury came to measure it.
Oh, you got
Can't hear you very well, Mike.
I see. Probably I would be libelous.
But you'll also notice the warehouse, you know it's County or Star Laundry, is there. We know it's built in the beginning of the 1800s. That's it. Star and County Laundry. And it was originally just a warehouse with 3 floors. But you can see that wall is more or less still there. We know this was taken about 1936. So you can almost see that where the river would have been for the ships to dock. The deep passage there.
And there's Shooney's outlet there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Looking at that also, you can see the line for the old quay. Which, again, Cadbury were interested, no,
CPAC were interested, yes. Yeah. That's about as far as it got. That's another view, looking back to the houses, that the previous one there. You see where, near Mike's head. And we had an article in the paper some years ago, a sketch drawing of, do you know where this pub is and these houses were? It took us ages to work out that the actual drawing was there, of those, but somehow they got it going up like this, a big steep up. Yes, but the way the drawing was, that way. So we worked it out, so that's the houses that the drawing was about. And originally the port used to be where the church wall is now. There's another shot of the pump house. And that shot has got to be taken before 1947 because that's when they started clearing all the ivy off the walls of the castle.
Was that the pub that Molly Evans lived in?
We're not sure.
Somebody told me. It's on the other side.
Yeah.
Opposite Tycochion.
That actually was a shop, I think.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, some people have said that there was a shop of some sort.
A shop.
Yeah.
But I don't remember it with a roof on or anything.
Right.
It was down to about half level.
Oh.
Interesting to see all those gravestones right on the edge of the wall.
Yeah. Sorry, did I hear someone say they remember doing that? Someone said they remember doing that. And you know where the house is now? They've now built that little seating area.
If you look very closely, you can see Archie on the doorstep.
Now, under the middle tier, or the middle pillar of the bridge, this is the plaques are there. But the right-hand one, we do know, is the Bishop of St. Asaph. Because in 1595, he paid for the bridge to be built. But other people have tried to research for me, but they can't find who the other two plaques belong to.
I would think that's a diocesan plaque.
Yeah.
The cross keys.
Yeah, that's the bishop.
That's the bishop.
That's the bishop. But the other two, a friend of mine who does a lot of this and his friends, but they've not been able to find anything to sort of say who they are or what. And especially the right hand one, the H is done exactly the same as this one. But they've not been able to find out who those other two belong to. Who's in thumbprint, might it? Yeah. Can I tell you a little story about this? When we're having the whole of the village done with all the pipeworks, well, I was taking photographs of the pipeworks and the men working, and the bloke said, "Hey, come here, you. What have I done?" So he said, "Get a hat on, one of these jackets on, go downstairs, and I'll show you these." So I took them, and he said, "Oh, I've only got black and white." "It don't matter, mate." And then he said, "You know that in Cadden, we've had to take all that cement around it because it wasn't exactly the right bit of cement, so we've had to take it all out again and put their cement back in."
That's good. That's good.
Oh, Who remembers the bridge being put up?
Oh, that's what it
Sorry?
1970 at the top.
Where's Ted? Ted? Where are you? There you are. The bulbs for those were still at the foundry, you say? Are they? You still have to the foundry. Replaced them.
What year was that, Barrie?
1970.
A couple of years after I was born.
Oh, right. In another life. I don't know if you just heard that. Sorry?
Hands up, who remembers that going up here? Quite a few.
Yes, Ted was the foundry used to have the castings, or the formers, to make those, if you point to them, those iron railings, if they got broken, the foundry used to recast them for.
Well, it's the supports, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the bottom.
The only ones I remember are the actual vertical rods coming down, not the spindles. Yeah, that's what used to get broken, that's what the cars went into.
Right. Taking the cows to pasture. That's Edwin's dad. And if you, the field next to the bridge on the left-hand side, you go on the bridge, that's where Edwin's dad and granddad used to take the cattle. That's where he had that plot of land there, that's where he used to graze them. Coming back?
Selwyn, a well-known local personality, was telling me that part of, well, he used to work for Edwin's dad, and he used to get paid about £50 a week or whatever, but basically his job was to hold the cattle still while they were being milked and keep the tail from swiping across whoever was milking. And as a reward, he was promised he could have one of the old sheep, a ewe. And Edwin's dad said that with a bit of luck, she'd be, producing lambs. And Selwyn kept the ewe on the side of the road where he could get some grass. And when the lambs were born, he used to pinch milk from school to feed the lambs. Not much different now, really.
Cows going back out.
If you look opposite, you'll find the house.
changed very much at all. The backboard is still there.
Yeah.
That is now a garage, but apart from being whitened, the shed at the bottom, which was the toilet, is now my garden shed. And that's exactly as it was. So not much changed at all.
About when would that be, that picture?
30s.
And that's the cowshed as it is today. You can see the stalls on the right hand side. And that's where they used to go into.
That's exactly the same. The stalls are all still there. It's full of other people's rubbish. All those, it's exactly as it was. Yeah, the stalls are all still there.
Sheep now. Could you imagine doing it today?
See the bridge over the...
That's the railway station. Those who come, you're all old enough to remember the old road, aren't you?
Yes.
I'm not saying anything. Death trap that's on the T-junction on the road, on the railway.
The next set is going to be shops of the high street, different eras, different times, different positions.
That's still there.
King's Head, and you've got the tobacconist, and you've just about got the post office, just going up there. Chemist and stationers.
Somebody explain what it is.
Someone explain that. Well, that's all my bit. That's the King's Head. That's the confectioners.
That's where Archie used to. One of those two, wasn't it?
No, it's the next one.
The next one.
And stationers, just on the right hand side, you just see the post office. Just on the very right hand side.
And this is Colin's carpet shop, yes? That's Princess Road entrance. And this is the...
Has anybody got any more information for us?
There's a post office.
What does it say on that shop now next to it?
It's D.A. Kelly.
I can't remember. Tom Arnold had that shop. But not anymore, it's the other side, set back. The shop set back. Not anymore.
I'm not sure the shop.
It's not a sweet shop.
Sweet shop. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Where's the front door?
This was 9 numbers, wasn't it?
That's the carpet shop.
Yeah, that was an iron.
And the sweet shop just round the corner there.
Because we're... No? Okay.
That shop Marston's, I understand, and it was Lloyd's.
Right.
Marston's old shop.
Yeah.
Lloyd's.
Yeah.
Lloyd's, then Marston's, then...
I don't know what.
Right, okay.
Hang on, where's Edwin? Your relations on that?
That's the family chimney.
Sorry, Ed. Which one?
What is the date for that?
We're not sure.
I'd say she was planted in the home in 1903. That's about 5 years ago.
So that's about 1908 then, the date of that picture. Oh, the other thing is, Ted showed me earlier, this is the chimney of the old foundry. And there's just about, well, another photograph, there's another one just about here, but that's the chimney of the original foundry.
Reg will tell you where it is now. Reg? Tell them where the chimney is now.
I found a fell one of those. He got the bricks to build a butcher shop in the Joe Lyon's camp. There was 2 chimneys, 80 foot high, and the first one went the wrong way. They went into the river, lost all the bricks. The second one, he got right and he carried all the bricks and built it back to the butcher shop. One of those chimneys.
See, you did recycling them then.
Recycling.
Gold travellers these days.
E.B. Jones on the corner there.
E.B. Jones,
And the fire station.
fire station, yeah.
No, next one. Next one on, Mike. Yeah.
And there's tobacconist.
Yeah.
What's it name?
Sam?
Morris.
Eddie Morris.
Barber, that was.
I think Scott Morris. Those are our trees that the starlings landed in.
Really?
Yes.
Is that where we are there?
There have been someone come back.
A little thing about the fire station as well is that the horses were stayed in Edwin's area. Where the cow shed, you saw the cow shed. Well, opposite that is another shed, and that's where the horses were kept. For the fire engine. So when there's a fire, you have to go across the back of Edwin and get the horses out so they can get fire.
And the horses used to respond to the bell before the people went to get the horses.
They knew, yeah.
And they tried to join up a bit early.
Wasn't the one in Prestatyn? That's the one.
Nanton Road, the post office burned down.
Yeah.
And at that stage, Prestatyn Council decided they couldn't afford to wait for a fire engine to come from Rhuddlan. So they built their own fire station, which is on the corner of Marine Road and Bastion Road in Prestatyn. It was there for, it's now the TA centre and was parts of Brooks Brothers garage, isn't it? This is no longer a fire station.
New in? Those were the days then.
Is it? It's like, yeah, because you have to
Now does that look like a petrol?
bike shop. Mr. Cookson.
Mr. Cookson.
Well, so Glenn said, but I can't see it. He had a bike shop. You should lend them, didn't he? He used to repair bikes.
There must have been posh round here. Look at the number of telephone lines.
Yeah.
Just counting those when you're there.
I've seen that photograph.
That's posh cars.
Oh, this is really going back. Look at that one. This is really, really old, isn't it?
That's the Black Hotel there.
Black Hotel.
Right, can you see the black? I'll turn that back. It does say Black Hotel.
Good stabling.
God, that is going back.
So where's that in the...
There's Windy Street.
You know, approximately where the toy shop office upstairs.
And there's the foundry chimney again.
Yeah.
The Black Hotel was a post office centre
Oh, right.
later.
Oh, right. Had it further down.
Right.
Very old, one of the new inns.
They're having a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going to
Go on trips.
Tantivy.
Go on. Really?
Oh, did they?
They said it was the Tantivy coach from Rhyl. Oh, there we are. Now you've got the.
You got the King's Head in the shot as well.
But that was added on, isn't it?
Yeah, there used to be a
There's yours.
Parliament House to the gable end.
Yeah. You still see the foundry chimney down there?
In fact, is that two or?
Yeah, two.
Yes, you got two there. And the roofs of these.
See the house next to the fire station? That used to be thatched.
Barry's telling you something here.
Just the house next to the fire station, you just about see its roof. There's like black things down the house. To the right, yeah. That used to be thatched. I think I've got one here somewhere.
That's got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Look at that.
King's Head.
Now that's Black Hotel. It's got that.
Yeah, the back. Yeah.
Over there. And that's the yes, I'm with you.
And that's where it's
Go behind.
Yeah. She's there, we live there now.
We're there.
There's the snow, you see it?
Right on the
You can
edge.
see the snow now.
Where's the snow?
See the big arch window
Yeah.
to the right? Well,
Yeah.
that building, bits of a building next to it is what they call the snow.
Oh, so that was part of the
King's Head.
Yeah. What does it say?
Oh, sorry, no.
There we are. What does it say above?
That's Marston's, Burton's Ales or
Oh,
something.
there we are. In the snow. That's what they had.
Yeah, my dad used to go there for a pint every night. And I remember him going in the snow.
Marston's there we are.
Now the car park.
Yeah.
Where was the tin shed? Church.
Just further on. Yeah. With those.
The church house. The church.
You're waving at me.
Church house.
Yes.
The King's Shed.
No, yes, I know. So it's misnomer as I picked up. It's where they used to play.
Church house is where there's no house.
This was the tin shed before it was ready.
Yeah.
No, this was the War Memorial.
Right.
Right.
The ship in. If Mike's that door nearest to you, that was the ship in.
That's Archie's shop.
And that's Archie's shop.
Archie's shop. That's Archie's shop. But by that doorway, there's a thing going down where they used to roll the barrels down. And there's a little well in the cellar there. There's a cellar in there.
Excuse me, you're spoiling my show. How are you today? Right. There's the steps down to the ship.
And I had something to help you come up.
Yeah. And there's the well. Edward was saying apparently that the reason for the well is in the summer they used to big sackcloths, dump them in that, and then put them all the barrels to keep them cool. And that's why the well was there.
So It's got a nice duvet now.
And that's where they used to deliver the barrels. I'll show you. Right. Mike, next to that door, on the floor, there's like rocks. Go a bit further. No, another shop window. Right. No, up. Next one up. Building. There, that's it. That's where they used to roll the barrels.
There would be a grating there, wouldn't there?
Yeah.
A lifting manhole.
And that's the inside of it there. That's where the barrels used to come in. Yes, and Edwin said, don't take a photograph of all the stuff that's in here. No, hang on. Can I just pull that down a bit? Because I had this given to us. This is the Roach Butcher.
Mariner's Arms.
Old Post Office 1977.
The Butcher. Mariner's Arms. The old post office.
1977.
We don't know. It looks older to me, but that's what someone's written.
This is Church Street.
That's Church Street,
That's the Gwyndy there.
Yeah. The Gwyndy.
Gwyndy.
What we call the Barrie
Oh, sorry. Hit your finger.
That was never a post office.
No, I would doubt.
Antiques.
Yeah. Right, Mike, if you can point to that black blob on the wall near the antiques.
Yeah.
That one? That one? There's that one. And the shop round the corner, which is now round the other side of that shop now, the betting shop, the other side.
Yeah.
They were cycling, British cycling hotels, also. Both of those. Yeah. And Ewing has got one as well. Yeah. So you were part of the tour. Rhuddlan was part of the cycling tour. Now, we're on these map of the pubs. 16 pubs in Rhuddlan at one time.
Right, come on then. If you can.
I can't see them.
Yeah, you can see.
I can't see them.
Can you see any there, Mike?
Gwyndy.
Windy.
Gwyndy. That's the big one on the right at the top, which is haunted.
Windy.
New shop. Green Rose.
That's where they get the Castle Tavern from, those houses at the end of the church. That was the tavern at one time.
Tavern.
Yeah.
I couldn't read that.
Well, there are a lot of people.
The anchor is.
Yeah.
Those marked there, the pubs if it's of any interest.
Oh, right, yeah. I've got the wrong glasses on. Oh yeah, can you read this, Mike, and you can point to the bigger picture? Thank you.
Look at me.
Glass thin in, I can see up there.
The anchor is. Anchor in there.
Right.
Another one here.
No. Anchor in is where Molly used to live.
Was it?
Yeah.
Castle Tavern.
You got a list there?
There's Castle Tavern. Mariner's Arms was up here. Mariner's Arms further. There, Mariner's Arms. Windy Inn. King's Head, we've seen a fair bit of. The Black Hotel.
Ship.
Ship.
Ship there by your finger.
Shipping. Roasters.
New Inn.
New Inn. That's old as the castle, of course.
Castle there, isn't it?
Castle.
Castle.
Yeah, Castle Inn, yeah.
And the
Coach and horses.
Lansford Inn.
Oh, that was an inn, was it? Oh. Where is it?
Opposite Harris Farmers.
Yes, that's the
No, Glasgow, there's still Glasgow.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the Christmas lights house. I
Yeah.
That's what we're describing.
You can't really see it on this one, but to combat the drunkards, we have the lock-up. That's the chemist. Towards, on the left-hand side here, Mike, that's the chemist. The wheelwrights and the smithy on the right-hand side.
Scott Morris. Emporium. As was.
I didn't know that existed as a restaurant.
I'll tell it again, but apparently there was 3 brothers, and invariably one of them ended up drunk in there. And this is what a local said to me, and he said, well, whichever one was drunk, the other 2 would supply beer to him with a saucer under the door.
Oh, there's
An
the...
artistic impression of what the foundry should have looked like, but it doesn't. Artistic license bound.
It was big though, wasn't it?
See the boat in
Yes.
the inlet from the river. And the 2 smaller chimneys.
Yeah.
I would guess those were the ones that lasted, weren't they? Those may not have been there, I would have to guess. And the buffer train going all the way down to Blue Bridge.
So that's...
And would this be the market? No, it's part of the foundry, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, there was a direct line out to the railway there. Presumably they have their own
Sidings, yeah.
to stick stuff straight on the train. But there are items of Rhuddlan foundry gear all over the world, in India and Australia. It's been identified, and some of it's still working even. Reg has got his own little stand-up right well not, which he's had here, haven't you, Reg?
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as we know, this was worldwide at the time, 1900s, and they ended up with a complete shop in Australia to service and repair the machinery from here, because it's so popular. Because Australia then was just opening up, they needed farming equipment, and Rhuddlan called it millions, they supplied it. So there was a business established in Australia to service and repair this equipment.
There's some found in India as well.
Oh yeah, in India, yeah, all over. Some in America.
Oh,
That's more like what it looks like, or look like
The
anyway.
cows, I remember the cows.
There's a smaller chimney.
Yes.
Yeah, they're in Cliff Road there.
I've forgotten what's the name of the
Cliff Road, yeah.
the name of the house here. Coal merchants. Who can remember the name of this house here? Yo, thank you.
No, that type of cream was on the other side.
Oh, the other side. That's right. No, this one, the coal merchants.
I've got on this side of the road.
Is it?
That's Phoenix House on the end there.
Phoenix House.
I thought Tycochion was on this side, opposite where Gittins are now.
It is opposite, yeah.
Coal merchant.
Yeah.
Yes, opposite.
William Robinson's keeper's house there.
Uncle Will's dad.
At the end of the foundry, at the end of this, we'll have a break. But this is Ted and I spent several days there watching it being demolished, and Hayden as well, were there watching lots. If I do this in very quick sequence, you'll see what happened.
Watch.
This is the end of the furnace. Build it back up again. Yeah. And it didn't take, literally it was minutes. Pushed it and gone. That's the foundry gone. So, right, we'll have a break of that. Okay? Then the next lot to be the War Memorial. We'll have a break.
live there because we suddenly thought it's not our house.
Now come on to the Old War Memorial Club and its site. And that's almost identical, the same site as the old one. I've got the article at home where the council wanted to get rid of it,
Yeah.
but the big, shall we say, agreement that no, it stays that way. Yeah.
Can I just say a word there? Interrupt you again. I'm sorry. Our next project, starting in 11 months or so, will be to try and research everybody who's on that. Sarah has started already. Mel Roberts, who's been in hospital for 5 weeks, and I forgot to say, knows a lot about them. And Mel, he had something on his leg, which they took off, did biopsy, gave him antibiotics. That made his leg worse as well, and now he's having treatment for it, and it's all swollen. But he's home, but not fit to go today. He only got home yesterday, but he sends us his which. I was working with Sarah because he knows a lot about it.
If anybody has got any information about any of the names, please tell me, or use my phone number. It's done very well with a lot of them. Anything. Nice to know more about them.
So during the next 6-9 months, that's what we'd really like to be to know which families, who they were, where they lived, and how they died, if possible, and where they're buried. Okay, sorry about that.
It's okay. Oh, smashing, yeah. More information. Tin shed being taken down. I think I've told it before, the person who designed these posters, well, that's not who designed these posters, I've shown him the tin shed as a photograph. It's all my house to this, a modern used to meet there last Christmas. Yeah, it's gradually going down. There's the tin shed, photograph over there. So a lot went on in the tin shed. Dances and all sorts.
Anybody been in there?
Oh, yes. Dances in there.
Dancing?
Yes. Catholic Mass was there on Sunday. Oh, was it? Yes, I think it was. Church end of it. Youth work.
Why was it called a tin shed? Where was it from?
And then you ask anybody, all they just say is tin shed. That's all they know.
Had a coloured photograph as well.
My nice coloured bench.
You're late.
The first picture I remember that was
Barry, I'm going to be picky, that's brilliant, it's just two white walls there.
Yeah. Sorry, yes, my mistake. I must alter that. And remember Joe Davies? Yeah, him, in the middle. Yeah. Yeah. He was a world champion and he came to do an exhibition match.
Right. Well crowded round. The two faces there. Do you?
Yeah.
I can see them too. That's really? I've been trying to get to
Anybody know anybody there? If you knew what years ago, or find out. Find out.
Yeah. Colonel there. Next to Joe Davies. Yeah. Admiral, sorry, beg your pardon.
You have to look at that.
Yeah. So the moat being cleared, we know it's about 1947-48 that the actual moat was being cleared. That's when it was cleared. And also the driver, apparently the driver here, I'll point, this one here, apparently while they were digging, the crane fell over and killed him while they were digging the moat out. Because if you point to the gap there, Mike, you know, right by your shoulder there, up, right, you can see how much soil is still to be taken out from what there is today. You know where you're there now? Because think how deep that is now. And it's only a few feet away from the top of the wall. So that's how much they had to take out. Because originally, apparently the town, years, centuries, That was the local tip. Everything went in the moat.
It was a dry moat, though.
Yeah.
It wasn't full of river.
We think it was to do with national history, national
Category of the tape measure.
Yeah. Unit tape measure. But you can see from the right hand side there how deep it is now, what we normally see now. This one here where they dug it out. But if you go here, this corner, you can hardly see the buttresses, you can hardly see them. Shows how much they have to take out. I'll point this one out, Mike. Someone was asking earlier. Right. There's Hylas back. Well, according to Ken Derringer, Hylas Lane, or the donkey, used to go there. This was the back gardens to these houses, originally. If you can just about see the footpath goes through the right way through there. Before the school was built. Ken found when the school was expanding, they would replace all of the railings, and they found the gates in each back garden, which was originally the public footpath that went through. Do you want me to go and point?
Can we order one of these?
How big do you want? And what I was saying, I know it's tired. And this is where Edwin's cattle used to come. That's where they used to graze them down here.
So they grazed in lines.
Yeah. Or regimented lines.
And I thought that was quality idea. Yes, Courtyard is where I live, isn't it? Courtyard?
Excuse me, can we settle this out? Is that Thai cocking? No.
It is,
Right.
It's also on the other side.
It is Thai cocking.
It's Uncle Bill.
When was that taken?
We're not sure.
1940, 78.
Yeah, it must have been because I'm still doing the castle there. So.
Because the council houses have been built there.
Yeah.
Close back to Avenue.
Where's Glen Avenue then?
Far end of Avenue, really. Just the 50s.
None of that's developed.
Looks like do this. Bring it up a bit. Oh, typical. He works at home, doesn't work here. Typical. Right. A bit dark. That's when the whole of Rhuddlan was all the pipes they were doing. And to go back to where I live, Hylas Lane, there used to be an old cottage opposite my house, and because our services are so close together, they couldn't put this what called the German bullet. What they did was put this bullet in, they pulled it through, ripped the pipes up, and laid it in the other one. But because our services are so close together, they had to physically dig Hylas Lane. And they found a stone wall, and it's about 18 inches below the actual surface of Hylas Lane. And we had Bridget Gallagher, our time team. She came and she surveyed and recorded it, and she came back and said, as far as she could see, that was the boundary wall of the old cottage, which means that, again, means that Hylas Lane was the back gardens originally of those houses, and Hylas Lane actually went in front where the school is. You know, Hylas back. That's where the actual reason the road went in the front, and these were the back gardens. Right. The very day they finished, the only cars were locals down there. Not a single car was there all day waiting. The first car to go through and nobody came through. The first day it was opened. Everyone was so used to going round. The Forces walked last year. So we're near the end now, so good turnout.
Lots of medals there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's me.
That's extinct off.
Taking the salute, walking back. Yeah, the last one is a John. He said to me at the end of that, he said, I was very surprised to be asked, but I was very honoured. Now, talking about how that's back. So if Mike could point to the gateway, the gap here.
Gateway. Gate.
Gate.
Gate appears in gateway.
Well, I was going to explain. That was originally the public access to go through the hill. That's where I showed the line. Well, that was originally the footpath that went by the side of there to Tuthill.
That would upset him if he was opened up.
Yes. So this was taken last year because someone asked about the thatch. Last year. It was his son, lad's son. The bloke in Ormond, it's his son does it now. Yeah, it's nearly finished now.
He's done quite a nice job.
They were there about 2.5 days, it took them to do it. Yeah, because they had to take everything off, you see. They have to take, I've got holes. I've got about 30 shots of it. But they have to take all that straw off before they can start with.
But that's not long, is it? 2 days?
No, there's about 3 or 4 of them, and literally they're working non-stop.
That's amazing.
And finishing off with local, this was River Clwyd. I've got a load of photographs over about 40 years of different things of the river in snow and ice and things, so I thought I'd bring you up to date with the last ones here. This was taken on Christmas Day.
Oh, the snow. Oh, I can't believe you've had this rotten summer. Here's it all back.
And one of the worrying parts was I was taking the photographs, I could hear this cracking and creaking.
Oh.
Oh, it's the ice. Next to it, slowly moving, ever so slowly moving.
So if anybody wants to buy a copy of those, they will be for sale. Yes.
I suggested we did that for the society. To go down
Okay. Right, that concludes it. I have to say that that is a very, very small proportion of over 1,000 photographs and items we've got. But we need more.
Right, I've got two things I need to tell you. Oh, thank you.
The prize.
Yes, my prize. On Sunday, it is Sunday, isn't it? On Sunday at 11, I've had an invitation on your behalf from the church, the priest and the wardens. There is a service of dedication, I would say, of the gate. It's being redone. And everybody, 11 o'clock, and everybody's very welcome there. I believe there's a cup of tea and whatever in church afterwards for those who want to go. The other thing is that we're in the process of trying to set up a web page. We've had I was going to call it a pretend one, but a sample made up by Dewi Hughes to show the management committee. And we're now we were very pleased with the way he'd done it, but it's obviously going to cost money. So during the Eisteddfod, I was in the Eisteddfod and I had a word with the big lottery people, and he's given me the forms, and it is something that we can apply for. And that is, and he said we're very likely that we would get it. Month by month, they do the money, and it sounded as if, it was exactly what they wanted to do. I don't know how much it'll cost. We haven't been given a price, so I've got to get a price from Dewi before we can fill this form in. But if anybody knows of anybody who would be willing to sponsor our webpage, £20, £30, whatever, £100, a couple of thousand, we'd be very happy. The only other thing that we will need, and this gentleman did explain, as part of the lottery grant, we have to train up, they would like about half a dozen people who would be then capable to run it in the years ahead, to update it. So we will be asking for people who are interested in giving a little time between us to keep it going. Think about that, because we definitely, those of you who look at the internet, look at web pages, if you look at the town council one and the school one, it's very similar in the way he's presented the suggested one to us. So I would love to get that up and running. So all of these things, every single thing we've got, can go onto our web page. The other thing is what they call the People's Collection. Now, we've been asked by Sarah Pevley, the community archaeologist, to take part in this, but it wasn't very well explained. We didn't quite know exactly what she wanted from us. And I'm not surprised, because there was part of this stall in the Eisteddfod with an example of it. And there were only half a dozen groups. They're asking for groups to join. And all we have to do is to give them some information of something from Rhuddlan, pictures or storylines that can go into that. And we would be a group. And so whoever else went on to the People's Collection could click Rhuddlan and they would get our information. So that's another way of spreading what we have. And they do have a sort of a forum where if people read what we've said, they could get in touch with us. So if people from Australia, Canada, America, anybody who reads them and used to live here and knows something about it could contact us. So although it's only beginning, it's something that will definitely spread. And I would like to see Rhuddlan's name down as one of those civic groups. That's it. Sunday, the web page and the People's Collection. And our dear Mike, hang on, I got, yes, Mike, stand around. I've got, on your behalf, Barrie and I actually decided that we would get a card for Mike and a little gift, not because he's going far, but because he's done such a lot for us. We know what he's done, and we know that he's always there, and I know his email address, so so he's still going to be there. So would you take that and have a look, so you can go, oh.
So I go from.
Oh, yes. That's our gift. It's a £50 gift card from Amazon, because we know he likes his books, so he can...
That's very naughty.
But nice.
But very nice. Very welcome. Very thankful.
You can't read it, listen. It says, goodbye from all of us. We wish you luck, we wish you happiness, we wish you fun. Bye-bye, au revoir, farewell. We should have said ta-ta. And then when you open it, we wish you weren't going.
I can't make my mind up whether that's crying or hysterics.
It's for you to, when you're feeling a bit fed up with painting and all that, get it out and have a bit of a laugh.
Yes, thank you very much.
And that's from me as well, my new home.
Oh, thank you. Yes. No, bring a paintbrush, you don't need cards.
Oh, give me a cuddle.
Thank you very much. Thank everybody involved. It's very touching, certainly not expected, but gratefully received, and thank you all very much for your kind thoughts and comments.